Okay, do you think Alabama or Auburn or both will they make the NCAA tournament?
I don't think either one of them will.
I believe Auburn will. Alabama right now is going off of a cliff. Okay, Zion or R.J. Barrett?
I say Zion.
What do you say Zion for?
He's better. R.J. Barrett shoots like 20 shots and makes like 20 points.
Okay, I'll give Zion too. 6'7", 292 is pretty tough to deal with. Who do you have right now to win the NCAA tournament?
I say Tennessee.
I would say Duke. Team LeBron or Team Giannis?
I say Team LeBron.
I would say Team LeBron. Is James Harden a better scorer than Kobe Bryant?
I don't think so.
Why?
Kobe Bryant was he's a different breed than James Harden.
Like he has that clutch sheen?
Yeah.
And stuff like that. I agree with you, but I think it's more debatable now.
I think
it's more debatable now. Who do you have in the NBA Finals and who do you have winning it?
I say 76ers and Warriors in 5.
I would say the Warriors as well, but Raptors, and I would go Warriors in 6. Okay, now into the NFL. Where do you think Le'Veon Bell will end up choosing to play next year?
I think he'll go to the Colts with Andrew Luck.
The offensive line? I'd say the Texans, but their offensive line has to get better. I'll add that in. Where do you think Antonio Brown will be traded to?
I think he'll go to the 49ers.
49ers? What do you think they'll give up for him? Like
they're going to have to give up a good pick.
Good pick, yeah. That second overall pick might come in handy. Early prediction for the NFL MVP. I think we both agree that it is
Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. In the Alliance American Football League, which player impressed you the most in his AAF debut?
Luis Perez.
Luis Perez. Which team had the most dominating performance?
I say the Iron.
I would say him too. The shutout is more impressive to me than a 40-6 win. And the last question, who do you have in the AAF championship and who do you have winning?
I'll say the Iron and the Hot Shots. And I say the Iron win.
I know I'm being a little biased, but I also have the Iron winning against the Hot Shots. And now, one last question. What was the best play in the faculty versus seniors game?
Cooper G's jump shot.
Take some of that, Coach Smith.
One of the main takeaways that I saw from week one was there was a ton of highlight plays. I wasn't expecting this high of competition from these level of players, but they really impressed me. There was a lot of plays. I'm sure everybody saw the Commanders player?
Commanders and the Commanders player hitting the fleet quarterback.
Yeah, I'm sure everybody saw the Commanders player drill the quarterback for the fleet and knock his helmet off. It was a beautiful play, but the thing is there were a lot of plays like that in the week one, and there were a lot of highlight plays, but there was also a lot of scary plays. In the AAF Iron game alone, there was a play where a receiver came down. There was helmet contact immediately, and both of the players were on the ground for a substantial amount of time. And I would like to see more, not as many calls as the NFL has about too much contact, but definitely more than there was in week one, because it's scary seeing a player get head contact like that and then stay on the ground for an extended period of time.
What do you think they should do, like penalty-wise, for that?
I mean, not necessarily regulate it to the point that the NFL is, because the NFL, I mean, you can't really touch the quarterback without having some kind of flag call on you. But, I mean, at least it was in that instance alone, it was a completely defenseless receiver, and he was coming down after receiving a catch, and it was just a dirty hit to the head.
But wait, wasn't he going for the interception then?
I mean, it might not have been intentional, but we have to stop stuff like that, because there's unintentional injuries all the time.
But injuries happen, though.
I mean, injuries happen, but you want to do your best to stop them.
Yeah.
That's why there's not a kickoff in the AAF. It's the simple fact of it is kickoffs and plays like that, they cause more injuries, and we want football to be a safer sport.
Do you like the 2-point conversions?
I really like the 2-point conversions. I like how it's set up. I really like the pace of the game. I like there wasn't any really drawbacks to the way that the rules were set up in this league, and it's actually performed really well in the first week.
Did you like how they beat the Thunder and Rockets in ratings wise?
Yeah, that was great. I expected for a huge turnout at the game. It was about 17,000 fans that showed up at the Iron game. But it was actually a really good experience getting to see that many people in Legion Field. Though Legion Field is a huge stadium, it was great seeing that many people come to a Birmingham professional sports team, because we really wanted one for a while that wasn't just hockey. But it was awesome seeing that. And ratings wise, it was great seeing the Apollo game They beat the Thunder in the Rockets game over the weekend. 11 of the top 20 trending topics on Twitter were about the AAF, and that was great to see.
For this league to be successful, what do you think has to happen? Do you think players need to go sign NFL contracts after this year? Ratings need to stay up? What do you think needs to happen?
I mean, they are on a really good pace right now, in my opinion. I just think that the thing that they necessarily could do better is, like I said, the rules.
Yeah.
But ratings-wise, for it to stay afloat, I mean, I think it's doing great right now. They just have to keep up a high level of competitiveness. I know that the goal of this is to get players to the NFL, and I know that players over time are going to be leaving and going to the NFL. The star players will, but it's going to be a power struggle trying to keep players that are talented and can play at a high level in the league without sending them all to the NFL. I think that's going to be their biggest struggle that they're going to have.
How do you think the All-Star voting went?
I like the results completely. I don't think necessarily that the people should be able to vote on it.
Why?
Not necessarily, as Charles Barkley said, we shouldn't be able to vote for president, but I don't think that we should be able to vote on it because Derrick Rose statistically does not deserve more All-Star votes than Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Damian Lillard, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, anybody that he got it over. Vince Carter was one of the leading people. He's 42. He does not deserve be on an All-Star team. He wasn't an All-Star, but there was so much backlash about Dwayne Wade and Dirk Nowitzki not even being an All-Star, even though the people voted for it, that they had to make a specialty category for him. It's like that's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah. It's so ridiculous. I mean, if they're gonna do that, why didn't Vince Carter get a chance too?
Yeah,
that's my opinion. Both for all 40-year-old players, and they just give them a chance in the All-Star game. It's just like the Pro Bowl. The Pro Bowl is just names. Like Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers got the Pro Bowl. They had nowhere near the statistics of a Matt Ryan or Russell Wilson or anybody like that. It's just all this is a popular vote, but thank the Lord for the committee and thank the Lord for people like that actually know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Who do you think is the most overhyped or overrated player in the league?
Lonzo Ball is overhyped. He is not overrated. Don't get those two things confused. LeVar Ball will hype somebody, such as LaMelo, LiAngelo. LiAngelo's not even in the NBA. I believe he's in the G League. I believe so. I mean, LaMelo is in high school. He played in Lithuania. I don't think he gained anything from that at all. And LeVar will hype them. Lonzo's a good basketball player. You saw that at UCLA. He's just at an organization right now where all of them are young except for LeBron.
Yeah.
That's it. He's not in a situation to help him. Now, LeBron can mold anybody into a star, but it's just hard right now for Lonzo. It's just his second year. You can't jump on him like that.
Now, by definition, I think Kevin Durant is the most overhyped player.
Whoa! What?
You will run into so many people that will tell you that Kevin Durant is the best basketball player in the league.